What's going on, everybody? Frowzy here, bringing you back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we are doing a fully automatic villager breeder. So to kind of explain this, these two villagers pick up carrots all day, they throw them to each other, they give us little babies run in here, and we collect them down there to put into our trading halls. Very simple build. This build was partially inspired by, I can't remember, but I'm going to throw it down in the description. So let's go over here and show you the materials that you're going to need for this build. Alright, you're going to need a stack of 64 and 34 glass panes. You're going to need 28 slabs, 7 normal glass. This can be stained glass, it just doesn't need to be pane. You're going to need 2 powered rail, 1 block of redstone. You don't have to do the redstone, you can actually use a torch, but we're going to use a block of redstone for this one. 5 normal rails, 1 dispenser, 1 button, 4 beds, 3 buckets of water, 26 building blocks. You'll also need 1 temporary block. You're going to need 12 trapdoors, 2 composters. If you want to plant carrots, you're going to need 88 carrots or a crop of your choice. I prefer using carrots because sometimes they can pick up the poisonous potatoes if you use potatoes, and it can fill up their inventory to where they can't breed anymore. You're going to need 2 villagers, some mine carts to put inside of the dispenser. You're going to need a hoe to till up all the ground. Now, you're going to need 2 glowstone. If you do not have 2 glowstone, you're going to need 6 torches and 2 additional slabs. However, you will need 2 torches to begin with. So to replace the 2 glowstone, you'll need 2 slabs and 6 torches. So it's up to you on how you want to do that. Anyways, let's get over here and get this built. Alright, to start off this build, you're going to dig a 2 wide hole, just 1 deep. You're going to go ahead and take your 2 buckets of water and put them in this hole. Next, you're going to grab a temporary block, place it in behind or in front or to the side, whichever. You just got to get the composters directly over top of the water, like so. Next, you're going to go ahead and grab your hoe, and you're going to till up 4 blocks every single direction, and then you want to connect them up in a big square. Alright, now it should look like this. So next, we're going to go ahead and start working on the collection side. So we're going to pick the side that we want the villagers to drop down. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick this side over here. So primarily, to kind of explain this, where it goes 2 wide and not 1 wide, you want to make your villager collector and where you're going to place your beds and everything. We're going to go straight back here, and it would be these 2 right here, just to kind of give you an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab some of our trapdoors, and we're going to go ahead and make sure everything's lined up. You're going to make it a total of 4 wide. So you're going to do the 2, then you're going to go 1 on one side and 1 on the other. Once you do that, on both sides of the trapdoor, you're going to go ahead and place a block, just like that. Okay, so once you have it set up like this, you're going to go ahead and go to the back part of this. We're going to skip 4 total blocks. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the 5th one, we're going to place a block. So to kind of show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, place a block. And you want to kind of square it off with the other side as well. And this is what it looks like so far. Alright, once you have everything looking like this, you want to go ahead and go back to your cropland, and the path right in behind your cropland. So here is your trapdoors. So right in behind your trapdoors, you're gonna go ahead and dig down 1 block all the way across, and you're gonna go ahead and place trapdoors all the way across that. Now, if you did this right, it should be different levels. See what I mean there? All right, next, we're gonna go ahead and grab our beds. Oop, that's not a bed. And coming off this very back trapdoor that we just dug the hole out in front of, we're gonna skip the block directly in front of it, and we're going to have the pillows looking back at us. So you're basically gonna go trapdoor, solid block, and then your bed, and then just like that. And you're gonna take your beds all the way across with the pillows looking in the opposite direction as the farm. All right, once you get your beds placed in, you're gonna go back to these blocks right here. We're gonna go back to these blocks right here, and we're going to bring it up a total of 3, including this one. So it's gonna be 2 and 3 on all 4 sides. All right, while we're up here, we're gonna go ahead and place a slab right here, directly on top of the building block. And then we are going to build a big square with the slabs. We're not filling in the center. There is no reason for us to do that. We're just going to take it from one pillar to the other. Now it should look something like this. So next, we're gonna go ahead and get right here on top of this bed, looking towards the farm. You're gonna go ahead and grab your temporary block. Hopefully you have more than just one. It'll make it a little bit easier, but going across the very top pillar right here, we're gonna place our temporary block. Then we're gonna grab our trapdoor. You can do towards the top, right here of the temporary block, or the bottom, just as long as it shuts the same way. But we're gonna take these all the way across, and then we're gonna remove our temporary blocks. Now what that's doing is it's making it to where your villagers can't go further. However, this is gonna be right here, so it's gonna lift them up just a hair, and then they can't get underneath this. And then the babies, they can fall in right here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and grab our glass panes, and we're gonna open these trapdoors back up 1 second. We're gonna grab our glass panes, and we're gonna fill in all 3 sides with these glass panes. Now to explain which ones, because I know I didn't tell you. All 3 sides, skip the side that has the trapdoor. All right, once you have your 3 sides with glass on it, we're gonna go over here. Wow. We're gonna come out here towards the farmland. Then on the block that we did not farm up, even with the composter, we're gonna go ahead and place a pillar right here. So just basically your building block. We're gonna come over here and place 2, just trying to make it even all the way around. And then over here, 1. And we're gonna bring that up a total of 2, including this bottom one right here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and place a slab on each one of these. That way nothing can spawn on here and get our villagers. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and go to the very corner of your farmland, and you're gonna place, again, 2 up and a slab. And we're gonna do that on all 4 corners. So 2 up and then a slab. All right, once you have it looking like this, all right, once you have it looking like this, that's 2 up with the slab on top. We're gonna go ahead and grab our glass panes, and we're gonna go 2 up with the glass panes all the way around, except for the trapdoor side. We're gonna leave that open. That's where we want the baby villagers to run into. So let's get that filled in real quick. 56 villagers, dang. All right, so once you have all your glass panes in, it should look relatively similar to this right here. Now, the reason I like putting these double pillars right here is because if we remove these temporarily, we can bring our boat directly in here if you have villagers and that's how you want to get them in. Then you can go and place them right back. But for now, what we're going to go ahead and do is work on the collection area. So let's go ahead and open up these trapdoors right here. You want to make sure you have a shovel, a pickaxe, whatever you may need to get out of here if need be. So going in here, you're going to bring this down 3 more blocks. So it should be 4 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to do that all the way to the very edge of the trapdoors, just like so. Now, on either side, so either over here or on that side, you just don't want to do it on the long side, like right here, it wouldn't work. You're going to go ahead and take out not the very top one, but the one right below that, making it 3. You're going to go ahead and take that out. And then you want to count over 7 blocks. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 7 blocks. Now, on your 8th block right here, we're going to go ahead and remove that one. However, I'm going to go ahead and mark this with a torch so we know where this is. We're going to make us a small room because this is where we need to collect our villagers at. So I'm going to go from this torch right here. I'm going to go a 7 by 4. So we're going to go 3 to the left and 3 to the right, and then 4 back in total. So let's get that cut out real quick. All right, so once you get your 7 by 4, that's what we're gonna do. You can do it wider. I just wouldn't do it any less than a 7 by 4. So once you get this 7 by 4 cut out, what we're gonna go ahead and do is drop it down by 1 more. All right, so once you drop it down by 1, we're gonna go ahead and add some torches in here so it's not so dark. Next, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna skip this middle block right here, and we're going to go to the right side, and we're gonna dig down a 3 line right here. On the very end block right here, we're gonna go ahead and grab our redstone, and we're gonna place it right there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and grab our rails. You're gonna place a powered rail, then a powered rail. Then you're gonna go ahead and place one of your rails. Now, this block right here, we will have to remove it temporarily. That way we can place a rail here, and then another rail directly on top of here. Now it should be powered rail, and then 3 normal rails. Looking like that. Now, since we have this normal rail at the angle we want it, we're gonna go ahead and remove this back portion normal rail. And you're gonna go ahead and place a piece of glass directly on top of this rail. And it should make it even with this block right here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take an unpowered rail, place it on top of this glass right here. We're gonna go to the left side and continue your unpowered rails all the way down. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the unpowered rail that is on top of the glass, and you should have a rail that's going up right here, and then still have a rail underneath here. Now the reason we do this with the glass is once they get pushed into here, when we run our collection system, which is going to be right over here, they do not take damage from this glass. It does not suffocate them, nothing. It's just like a no blocks there. All right, next we're going to go ahead and grab our dispenser, and right here, even with this powered rail, we're going to place our dispenser right there. Make sure the mouth is facing you. Directly over top of your dispenser, you're going to place a button. Inside of your dispenser, you can go ahead and get your powered rails. The more the merrier, but 1 is just fine for right now. After you do that, we're going to go ahead and take our glass, and we're just going to enclose this. So pretty much to kind of show you what we're going to be doing, if you go off this back wall right here, bring your glass all the way down, then we're going to skip the glass, we're going to go to the right side, bring it all the way down, temporary block in front of the glass, piece of glass on top of that temporary block, remove the temporary block, and then bring the glass all the way up. And that's where we're going to collect them. Now you want to find a way out. So we're going to make a staircase over here. All right, there we go. We have our staircase up and down. I put this here because I hid some water. So let's go up here. We're gonna go ahead and get into the farm right here. You're gonna go ahead and take a bucket of water. All right, you're gonna go, so our farm is going that way. So towards the back side of it, at the very bottom block, we're gonna place a bucket of water, just like that, flowing towards our glass. Once we have the water flowing towards our glass, that part of the farm is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and grab our carrots and go ahead and get them planted real quick. All right, once you have your carrots planted, they don't have to be fully grown. You want to go ahead and take either your glowstone or your slabs and place them directly on top of the composters. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and add a couple torches on each one of these little pillars that we made. Can't add them here. If you want to, you can hop up here and add them from the inside, but we're going to do it every other one besides the middle ones. So we're going to add it up here at the top. Then you're going to want to add one on each side of the bed. So we're going to add one to the far left and the far right. Once you do that, we're good to take the villagers in. To kind of explain why we put something up here on top of the composters, if the villagers have a way to get on top of these composters, they're going to jump down directly onto the crops and mess up the farm. And we don't want it that. So we put either a slab up here or glowstone or sea lantern or something like that. Now, most people are going to be bringing in villagers with a boat. So we're going to go ahead and get this in here. I'm going to show you how to get the villagers out of the boat without punching them. So once you get them in here, we're going to go ahead and place these back, and we're going to get on top. Now you can do this any way you want, but we're just going to do it like that. You want to go ahead and press F3 and B as in boy, and you see this corner right here, this white line, that is the boat. As you've seen, the boat just went, and we accidentally removed 2 carrots, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and plant you back. Go away. There we go. Now, it's pretty much done. If you want to speed this up, you want to go ahead and start throwing them carrots. And that's what we're going to go ahead and do. If their inventory starts filling up, then they'll keep planting, and then they'll just keep breeding. You only have to throw them carrots once, or not at all. So we're going to go ahead and throw this to them. Oh, and if you want to take that back off, you want to press F3 and B again, and there you go. Now, if you see, they are throwing carrots. And there we go. We have this little baby. Now the baby will eventually run over here trying to get to this bed to jump on it. And once it does, it'll fall in the hole. So I'm going to kind of entice the little baby to come over here. Hey, come here. And sometimes the carrots do fall on the farm, but don't worry, you can go down there and pick them up. But we'll go ahead and show you. We're going to set time to night. And as you see, they can't get over there to the other side. However, the baby, let's grab that carrot, and then go down to the bottom. The baby is in there with those carrots. Now, the reason we installed this down here is if you want to add this to your trading hall. Basically, you take this rail over here to the left side, and you can take that wherever you want it. All we have to do is click this button right here. Go grab the baby, and there it is. This villager breeder is completely expandable. So pretty much, you take it over to this side, do the exact same thing, and you can expand it that way. You can expand it that way by just doing it on the single side. So you can make this thing massive. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. But until next time, I will see y'all later. Why do those things look like alien faces? Just staring back at me, judging my decisions.